member of the SmackDown roster, Julia.
Hey, guys. We got another episode of WWE Friday Night SmackDown. This is for May 16th, and we are in North Carolina this week. But let's check out more at the red carpet ring.
If you come at the king, you best not miss.
Acknowledge us.
Hey, guys. We're here at Red Carpet Ring. We'll talk about Friday Night SmackDown. We gonna cover the review and what happened on SmackDown, the main stuff that happened. And we'll have a grading of it. Let's tune into the Red Carpet Ring to talk about it. Now, what we gonna go over first is we did have the first qualifying match for the Money in the Bank ladder match for the women's side. We had a triple threat of Alexa Bliss versus Michin, also versus Chelsea Green. Now, for a minute, we had Michin and Alexa Bliss team up. It was ganging up on Chelsea Green for a split moment. Then we had Alexa Bliss going against Michin too. Now, there was a very good match, good near falls. It looked like at some point that Chelsea Green had it. But Alexa Bliss, she did her thing. She went off. And she finally got Chelsea Green with Sister Abigail DDT, the special way that she do it. Great finisher, I like it for Alexa. So with that, the result of that match was Alexa Bliss wins and qualifies for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. She'll be the first woman to do it. Congratulations to Alexa. Now we're going to move on next here. We had another match. We had Aleister Black versus Carmelo Hayes. Another banger. Aleister Black been doing his thing since he returned to WWE. He had a match against Miz. Now he got a match against Carmelo. It looked like Carmelo almost had the match, and Aleister had at one point. Aleister is so smooth the way he moves in the ring. But the match ended in a no contest after Miz interfered. This is a great storytelling. Can't see what happens next. Now, we had the debut of JC, which is Jeff Cobb. He had a match against LA Knight because this all started to begin the show, which was a great segment with Solo, JC, and also Jacob Fatu. But LA Knight kept attacking these men off and on throughout the night. Nick Aldis had enough of it, made a match. Both men, they put on their thing. JC was actually on his debut. He got the win over LA Knight. Congratulations to JC on his debut. Now, another part of the show we had here a main event. Now, we know this has been a feud that's been going on for a while. The whole story between Nia Jax challenging Tiffany for the WWE Women's Championship. Nia is still trying to avenge that loss when she lost the title to Tiffany back in January. She had a match before, but in DQ. Very good moments here. I would have to say this is actually the best match of Tiffany Stratton since she won the WWE Women's Championship. Way better than at WrestleMania against Charlotte Flair. And better than last time Nia and Tiffany faced off for the WWE Women's Championship on SmackDown. Nia just kicked out of the prettiest moonsault, the first person ever to do that. Then we saw interference from Naomi and Jade. They got into it. They fought outside into the crowds. But it was Tiffany Stratton to retain her title. Congratulations to her. Now, my rating on the show, I give it a 4 out of 5. It was actually a very good, solid show. A lot of stories being told. R-Truth had a good segment about John Cena. Drew McIntyre cut a promo. And Damian Priest, he cut a promo proposing another match at Saturday Night's Main Event. So we're pretty much, this SmackDown, the way I see it, it was a setup of Money in the Bank qualifying matches and also Saturday Night's Main Event, which is a week from Saturday. So very good show. I like how they did it. However, I'll go over what I like and I did not like about the show. Now, it's probably one thing I had in particular that I did not like about this week's episode of Friday Night SmackDown. This is just me. I was not on board with Solo winning the men's Money in the Bank qualifying match. I understand it's a story between him and Jacob Fatu. Since Jimmy Uso was in that match too, in the triple threat, I thought Jimmy should have won, give him opportunity to be in the ladder match. But that's my opinion. Now, there were other things I did like about Friday Night SmackDown for this week. There's actually several things I liked about this week's episode because, like I said, it's setting up stories. Not just for Saturday's main event, Money in the Bank, new rivalries, new roster, new people come to the roster of SmackDown. First thing I'll talk about, of course, obviously, main event, great match. Tiffany Stratton retained the WWE Women's Championship despite a great effort by Nia Jax. Nia really did a good job putting Tiffany over, even though Nia was bloodied up after the match, but still a great match as a whole. And maybe Tiffany Stratton will be taken a little more serious by the fans as the WWE Women's Champion because, fans been talking crap about her, about how she's not a serious of a champion of that kind. So that's one thing I liked. Another thing I liked was a big blockbuster announcement. Besides JC coming to SmackDown, Julia is a part of the SmackDown roster now. Julia, who was just on Raw a few days ago, broke in her partnership with Roxanne Perez after losing a tag team match, who was previously in NXT, former NXT Women's Champion. But it's good to have Julia on the roster. I wonder what's going to happen to Asuka next. Will she ever come back? Also, I said this earlier too, I like the story that's developing between Aleister Black, The Miz, Carmelo Hayes. Now, when Miz interfered in this match between Carmelo and Aleister, causing no contest, it seemed like it was a miscommunication. A little upsetness from Carmelo to Miz. It seemed like Carmelo's irritated. I wonder how much longer this alliance is going to last between The Miz and Carmelo Hayes. May not last that much longer. I'm just saying. Now, however, let's go over next week's matches that are going on for SmackDown. For next week, we have a men's qualifying triple threat match. We have Aleister Black versus LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Whoever wins this match will be added to the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. So this is going to seem good. Another match that was announced for next week, we have Julia versus Charlotte Flair versus Women's United States Champion Zelina Vega. So this seemed like a solid one. If I had to guess, my money's on Julia since Charlotte already won the Women's World Rumble and Zelina already a champion. So that's good. And then we got matches announced for Saturday night's main event. We have R-Truth. It's going to go one-on-one against John Cena at Saturday night's main event. I don't believe it's for the WWE Undisputed Championship. I think it's just a regular one-on-one. I don't think the title will be up for grabs. If so, that's cool. They faced off in 2011 last time when they had a match. Another match that was announced, Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. The third time they're going to face off against each other. I will say this time, the second time after WrestleMania. It's a steel cage match. And I would say Damian Priest is probably going to win that. But other than that, though, that's all I have regarding WWE SmackDown. Jeff Cobb debuts. And we also have Solo Sikoa, Alexa Bliss, Money in the Bank qualifying matches. People that won. You guys let me know, what did you think of this episode of SmackDown? And what do we expect for Saturday night's main event and Money in the Bank? Click the video below for Red Carpet Rain. Until then, guys, you already know what it is. It's OUT.